Hey everyone and welcome to the Parrot Bros. Today we're going to be doing a video on Audi colours. Now this is the Mk1 TT only, and these are all the colours that the Audi TT left the factory line in. So these are OEM colours, they're not resprayed, they're not wrapped. This is how they come off the factory line, believe it or not. And there is over 50. So if you're looking to maybe buy a TT or you've never quite known what the colour of your TT is, then stick around because this is the video for you. Let's jump into the intro. So let's talk colours. Now, the reason I did this video is because I love exclusive colours. You don't see them very often, and it's quite interesting that Audi offered the option of you being able to pay extra to have a specialist colour. Now, that being said, all the colours I'm covering in this video is everything. It's the factory colours that you could get for no extra cost, the additional colours, and some random ones that may have only been available for like a year, or was like special order if you really pushed on Audi that they just sort of do it for you, because I've only ever found a couple of them. There's like one or two. So start with the topic that is got the most, which I could find, which was blue. Now blue, I could find pictures of is 10, but there's a few more. So there's the Kingfisher blue, which is quite a bright lightish blue with a sort of a metallic silver sort of twist to it. You've got the Nogaro, which obviously if you watch my channel, you know what Nogaro blue is. There's Moro blue, which is quite a dark blue. You've got Denim blue, which is quite a common colour on a TT. And then there's Mauritius blue, which is derived, I believe, from the denim. It has a little bit more metallic in it and is a little bit deeper. You've got Sprint blue, which is a more metallic and slightly lighter version of the Nogaro. You've got Ming blue, which again is quite a dark one. There's Monaco, which I've not managed to find that many pictures of. Santorin blue. There's Elderberry or Lilac blue, as it's known. And there's Glacier blue. Now, these are the blues that I've managed to find actual pictures of. Now, when I had a look, there was also Malibu blue, which the only picture I could find online is this one, but it just looks a bit like the Kingfisher, depending on the light. So that I don't know. I couldn't find any pictures from that. There's a colour called Rave Blue and Jazz Blue Pearl Effect. Now, Jazz Blue is kind of like Nogaro without the pearl essence. So Jazz Blue Pearl was pretty much Nogaro. So I'm not 100% sure on that one. And there's also Nero Blue. Now, I can't find a single picture on the internet for Nero Blue. But apparently, according to loads of groups and on Facebook and stuff, I've found that is a colour. It's got a paint code. Moving on to blacks. Now, there's 5 different types of black. Now, I hear you will say, obviously, black is black. But there's different takes on it. I guess when the sunlight hits it, it has a different pearl, or the lacquers have a colour in them, so it gives it that sort of shimmer of a different colour. There's brilliant black, raven black, ebony black, cherry black, and phantom black. Now, I'll put some pictures up of some black TTs, but I couldn't tell you which one was which. If you could take a good picture showing the difference from your black, send it to us on the Facebook at The Parrot Bros, or on Instagram again at The Parrot Bros. I'll be more than happy to see them, because it's always hard, especially with obviously people not knowing what their paint code is, which if you stick around, I'll tell you how to find your paint code. It is sort of one of them, and people will say, oh, what colour have I got? And some of them, especially the greens, quite a few of them do look very similar if they're clean and in the sunlight. So that is an interesting one. Moving on to the greens, one of my favourite colours, well, actually there's 3 favourite colours I have in the green section. Goodwood green is a real sort of British racing, sort of darkish green. It's really nice, really popular colour with Audi. There's desert green. Well, this is called a few different things, this one. So there's Cambridge green, or TIEF green, TIEF, or profound green. Now this is the picture I've managed to find from it using that paint code. But besides that, I can't find a great deal on that. It must have been a real special order one. There's Java green, which is one of my favourites. There's Highland green, MURANO green, AVOCADO green, TURMALIN, Oak green, and Racing Green Pearl. Now this is quite a special one as well. Now I've only ever seen one, and this is this one. So that's quite an interesting colour, and by the looks of it, a very rare colour. So it's nice to find quite a few pictures of it. Moving on to, I've categorised red and purples just because it's a similar colour group. Red, again, there's like 5 different types of red, just all similar shades. Don't shout at me, they are different, but they are, from a distance, they all look very similar. So there's brilliant red, which is just like a real, I call it bright postbox red. There's MISSANO, which is what most of the Quattro Sports come in, I believe. There's AMULETTE red, which is the easiest way to explain it. It's almost like blood red. It's got a bit of a sort of a dark tinge to it. There's Tornado red, and there is a couple of others which I'll go into in a little bit, but I couldn't find any pictures of. And whilst we're on sort of red and purples, there's Berry, which is a pinky purple colour, which is quite a popular one, and I haven't seen that many of them, so it's quite a rare one. There's Venetian Violet and Merlin. Now, I'll pop some pictures up and I'll show you the difference between the two. In some lights, it is quite hard to tell. Obviously, if they're both clean, you'll be able to tell the difference, especially the two when they're next to each other. There's one called Bazan's Purple. I've only found one of them, and I'll obviously put the pictures up. And there's Burgundy. Now, there's Burgundy and there's Hibiscus, which is a popular Audi colour, which pretty much looks like Burgundy. Also, I managed to find, in the reds, I haven't found any pictures of these, and if you've got some, again, shoot them across to me. In the reds, I found Garnet red, couldn't find a picture, and I couldn't find a picture of Merlot red either. So if you've got some pictures of those, please fire them my way, because I'd love to see them. Right, let's move on to silvers and greys. Now, these are all the ones, silver, greys and whites. So you've got Aviator, which most people, if they're not Audi people, will call Primer Grey. It's got that kind of look to it. But Audi have been making it for years. There's Nimbus Grey, which is more of a darker colour, a little bit of metallic to it. There's Avis Silver. There's Atlas, which is again a grey. There's Dolomite, which is another grey. Lake Silver, which is quite a popular sort of silver for Audis. Silver Violet. Now, this is a really interesting one. This is almost like the lilac blue. If you looked at it from a distance and it wasn't particularly clean, you might get the two mistaken. And then whites, I've found actual pictures of Brilliant White and Arctic White. Now, I believe there is also Polar White as well. Again, how you tell the difference between the shades, white is white, same as black is black, but there is 3 variants on those. Also, what else have we found when looking? There was Akoya Grey, Quartz Grey, Agarth Grey, and Dolphin Grey was the ones I managed to find when I had a look, but I couldn't find any pictures of them, so if you've got them, shoot them my way. And the last category we've got is the golds and yellows. Now, this is quite an interesting one. So there's obviously the Imola yellow, which is probably the most popular yellow that Audi do in that era. There is also a brilliant yellow, which is like a little bit more of a white kind of pastel yellow than the Imola. The Imola is quite a deep yellow. There's Papaya, which is, for argument's sake, orange. Now there's golds. Almonds and beiges. There's a few. There's Cosmic Gold, which is pretty much, if you looked at it, it looks gold. You've got Beige Almond. You've got Dakar Beige and Jazz Brown. Now, the last 3 I have never seen in my life until I started looking, and I found some pictures of them online. So that's quite interesting, and they're quite strange colours to have a TT in, I must admit. What else was? Oh, citrus yellow. I found apparently there's a paint code for citrus yellow in TTs. Couldn't find a picture on internet. So if you've got one, shoot in my way. And the last one is this rose pink. Now, I've never seen one. I've got a picture, which I'll put up. And that's the only one that I could find on the internet, apart from if they've been wrapped and stuff, but that doesn't count. So, but that is that. But what I'll do is I'll flag up a picture now. And this is a picture of how you can tell what your paint code is. Now, this is found in 2 places usually. Once is in the book. If you open your service book up, normally it's stuck to like the first page. and it'll have all the different paint codes, it'll have all the different equipment you have inside your car, the extras, fixtures and fittings and all that kind of stuff. And also, if you open your boot in your spare wheel well, against the side there is also usually a sticker, and all the different things. What I'll do is I'll show you a generic sticker just to give you an idea, and I'll circle the one that is what your paint code would be. Or you can request, I don't know where you can do it from memory, if someone could pop in the comments, that'd be great, there is a way of doing it with your VIN number. You can get a print off from Audi or other ways of doing it, I believe, and it'll give you a print off of all the extras yours come with, like whether it come with cruise, what the colour is, what the paint code is and all that good stuff. So it's quite an interesting thing to have in the folder. If you like your cars and you like your history, then it's well worth having. And to be honest, it's just super interesting. I mean, there's like something like 58 colours here. I'll put every single colour I've covered, I'll put it down in the description with the paint code. So if you needed to know the colour and the paint code, it's in the description. Also, just wanted to mention there's two websites which I'll put in the description below, which has a list of all the different variants of things you can get with your TT when you ordered it. Also the different colours that were available and all of that great stuff. So be sure to check them out. Both links will be down in the description. And I tell you what, jump into the comments and tell me what your favourite colour is. I think my one, I quite like Elderberry, but then I like Java Green. Java Green is probably my favourite one. Nogaro, obviously, but I've got that, so it doesn't count. But yeah, Java Green is the one for me. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, your favourite colour. And if, like I said, if I haven't said any on there, I'm not saying this is all of them. If you've got a colour that's not on there, send me some pictures, either via theparrotbros.co.uk, email us, jump on our Facebook or our Instagram. But guys, again, thanks for watching. That's been another video from the Parrot Bros. Bye for now.